Hi everyone, you are welcome to News Filter ATV, your darling station. As the controversy to cover up the massacre of Christians in Nigeria called Christian Genocide rages, the Gumi Fulani Jihadists intensifies their attacks in the northeast, north central, and perhaps en route to southeast. But God will not allow them to do so. You may not understand the intensity and the problems the people at the battlefield are having. I indeed show my appreciation to those who help them at this very point in time. It is very difficult. If you have not been in the battlefield or not been where a war is fought, you will not understand the problems these people are having. As you watch, please hit the notification bell to start informing others about this, and subscribe, as well as show your likeness. However, we are here to give you the detailed information that has occurred since yesterday. As usual, this problem is a problem that Nigerians want to cover up. It has been a long time problem, but it has busted. Now the Nigerian business persons who are benefiting from the jihadists are saying that there are no massacre and no targets on the Christian side. They also argued that there had been no destruction of churches. This is pathetic. We have to look into what is happening to some of Nigerians. They are seeing problems, they are experiencing it, but they want to cover up. When the big brother comes in to see what is happening, show me. I have heard enough stories about this. Government of Nigeria, if you don't stop it, I will come after you. I will come after the president, I will come after the ministers, I will come after the legislators. These are the people concerned. I will also come after those who sponsor this group of jihadists. But what is the aim of the jihadists? They want to Islamize. That is the only thing they want. This is jihad. And jihad is not coming to give you back what he has taken from you. They are coming to take and Islamize. Put emirs in all over the places. That is what they want. So, however, those on the ground are providing details of what is going on, despite the fact that those outsiders are denying what is happening. Those who don't receive the pains, the brunt of these killings, those whose brothers and sisters are not killed, those whose boys are killing others, will be given free details of a different narrative of what is happening in these very areas. The people who are suffering are crying, burying their dead, but they are covering it at the higher level, provided those who are dying are not being called to speak out. They are the people speaking out. They are the people killing you. Everything it belongs to them. They are the authority. That is what is happening now in Nigeria. So, these group are not giving up. Their masters are not helping them. They are not helping them to stop. They are helping them to continue. You have to do it. We are here behind you. We have to talk to the authorities. We have to cross over the international level and tell them this doesn't work. We have people in the United Nations. We have people everywhere. We have the world in our hands. We will tell them nothing is happening. And the Trump administration will come down. This is the target. This is the trick. Not forgetting to realize that in Nigeria there are two different constitutions. One for the Muslims, one for the Christians. Sharia laws are enshrined in Nigerian constitution, written by northern Nigerian military Muslim dictators. We have them. They wrote these constitutions and handed it over to people, to the country, and say we the people. And the People at the legislative arm of government are busy amending the constitution, busy, but they are not touching the Islamic and the Muslim part of it. They are touching other things. None of them has ever said we will expunge this very Islamic Sharia law out of the constitution. The day they say it, the assembly will scatter. That is the whole thing. So they are pretending, those who claim to be fighting for the Christians in the legislative houses, they are pretending. They are not doing anything. So with these two divisional constitutions, we have 12 Muslim states that operate Islamic laws, and we have the southern part and the middle belt that are not working on the Islamic constitution. So the aim is to get over all these southern states and this middle belt for them to function as those in the north. That is why they put their foot warriors in front and be working against them, against those who say no. There have been a threat now from America. American president has given warning to the Nigerian government to stop the massacring of Christians. This has generated debates. However, there have been cover-up propaganda. There have been lobbying to douse the effect of what the American president called Christian genocide. Genocide is actually happening. He gave it the correct name, but we have been saying there have been massacre in Nigeria. There have been Christian massacre in Nigeria, but the American president, what did he say? He said it's a Christian genocide. The wiping away of Christians, destroying their churches, destroying their lives, everything taking place there is just genocide against the Christians. So what then? Those propagandists, including their paymasters and their spokesperson, Alhaji Gumi, is a cleric, Muslim, and spokesperson of these terrorists. He tries to induce and confuse the world that it is not happening. But we will listen to one of the field workers of Christians Association in northern part of the country. This group has been working seriously to help Christians, to help those victims, to help those who are helpless, to bury the victims, and also give report to the government of Nigeria and also to international community. Let us listen to him and hear what he has to say.
Is on. Well, Truth Nigeria's Mike O'Day James is here with new heartbreaking details. So, Mike, what's going on in Nigeria right now?
Well, like you said, Raj, first of all, thanks for having me. Like you said, the genocide is still raging on, this time with higher intensity. I just came from the northeastern state of Taraba, and it's also a middle belt state. It is called Taraba. I went to certain towns like Wukari, Takum, Bali, and what I saw was carnage. Villages being taken over, people being killed. And who are those people killing, doing the killing? They are Fulani terrorists who are encamped around the Danjuma farms, who are encamped around the Kashimbila dams, and they are kidnapping, they are killing people, Christians. And I spoke to the Catholic Bishop of Wukari Diocese, that is Reverend Mark Megida Nzukwen, and he gave me this horrific figure. He said between 2019 to 2025, more than 230 Catholic churches have been completely erased. And he also gave me a figure that about 100,000 Catholics and 200,000 other church denominations members have been rendered internally displaced. That means they are now refugees in their homes. Imagine, Raj, 300,000 Christians in Taraba rendered refugees, internally displaced. Over 230 churches erased, and the violence is still going on.
You just posted an article on Truth Nigeria about something that's happened in the past couple days.
Yeah, that's what I want.
About
when I went to Ukari, I went to places called Chachangi and Amadu. Imagine, immediately after Trump's threat or ultimatum to Nigeria, the Fulani militants have executed or have killed more than 20 persons. Reverend Father George Bako of the Holy Family Church, Takum, told me this. Reverend Titus Shumanian of another Catholic church in Ayetua in Benue, he had been rendered, his church has been taken over completely, so he has been rendered an IDP and is living in Taraba State now.
Thank you. You have heard from him. Indeed, it is pathetic. It is something that no one wants to hear, but it is happening in Nigeria. The fact that this is taking place in Taraba, the hometown of T.Y. Danjuma, and you heard him saying that part of the farm of T.Y. Danjuma has been taken over. It has been taken over indeed. It is now in the hand of, within the circle of T.Y. Danjuma's home, which is very, very pathetic, which is very, very wonderful. And the man has been always saying that the military are not fighting these insurgents. They are colluding with them, and today it has arrived in his own farm, in his own hometown. It's also spreading from there. You see, northeast is very close to north central, very close to Benue State, and that is where they are parading between Benue State and Taraba State. So it is pathetic, and we have had this. The government of Nigeria has the right to intervene, but they are not doing enough. They are playing lip service because the Muslim ticket does not allow them to operate fully. That is the problem the government of Nigeria has. It has not worked enough. It has not done anything so much to stop it, because these problems have been growing gradually and the government has keeping lip service. And those who were around when Buhari was in power, the late Buhari allowed these things to take place. From time to time, he allowed the Muslims, those who are extremists in his government, to continue allowing this to take place. Sympathizers of Al-Qaeda group. So they were with him and were playing the politics, and he did nothing to stop them. At a point, he said, if a retired officer who is more or less a cleric threatened Nigeria, saying, if you declare these very terrorists, if you declare them, the bandits, the Fulani Jihadists, if you declare them as terrorists, the end of Nigeria is at hand as a sovereign state, and this entity will be destroyed. This is not a joke. They are not playing. That is why they see Trump's declaration of war or warning to the Nigerian government as nothing. They don't see it as a threat. They believe they can do any propaganda to stop it. So it has been ranging. It's not new. But what is new is that the American president has reacted and want to take action if Tinubu's government, who inherited Buhari's government and stated openly that he will continue his program. His program is Islamization, and the present president, Ahmed Tinubu, a Muslim also, and his vice president, a Muslim also, who had been indeed been called on several occasions to stop this, and they refuse to listen to anybody. This is the situation now. We are waiting for more information from the through Nigeria to see what will happen, and we are keeping our eyes open to hear what the American president will do. With this, we come to the end of this very program. Please do not